Hi guys, happy Thursday. This is video 2 for today, and today I'm going to actually do a design. This morning's video was on kind of just some different tips that I use when I'm designing with grapevine wreaths for the signs versus the ribbon. So this one we're going to do, it's on a 14-inch oval grapevine. I've already kind of cleaned it up a little bit, and we're going to do mainly just a floral with a nice ribbon, a bow that I showed this morning with just one ribbon, and show you how pretty it can be made on a wreath with nothing but greenery and florals. So let's get started. I'm going to use a ficus leaf. I get these from Sims Pottery, but you can get them at Hobby Lobby, Michael's. It's a nice, inexpensive way to green up the base of your wreath. So I'm just going to cut some pieces. And even though I'm using a smaller base, the 14-inch, by the time we get done, it's going to be a lot bigger. And you can make it as big as what you want. And I'm going to show you how here in just a second. Okay, so when you're adding your first layer, which typically is some greens for me to green it up, you can put them as far out as you want, because I'm going to take this all the way around. So however far I take it out all the way around is going to be my finishing size of what my wreath is going to be. So since this is 14 inches, I'm probably going to take it out about another 2 or 3 inches all the way around. So all I'm going to do is take my first piece of greenery, and when I glue it, I'm going to glue it in a little bit more towards the center to the back, and that's going to be my first layer. So let's go ahead and start adding those in. And I use these a lot. They come also in a variegated color. I'm going to take it all the way around. And you'll notice I'm not filling it in full to where it has to have every little piece covered, because we're going to put a lot more other greeneries in. Hang on real quick, my watch is coming loose here. Okay. What's nice about these, one piece gives you, or one stem gives you several pieces. Okay, so there's our first layer. So they're just stuck in, but it gives me a nice base. So for that one, our size is going to end up to be about 19 to 20 inches around. So let's move those off to the side. The next greenery I'm going to use is this greenery bush. I believe this one came from Deco Exchange. And what's nice about it, it has all different kinds of little ferns, some greenery, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got 8 different stems to it, or picks to it, that I'm going to cut those apart. And this is really going to help fill in our design. Okay. So now I'm going to go back with layer number 2 for my greenery. And I'm kind of going to do the same thing, but I'm going to kind of put it in places where it's got a little bit of a gap to kind of fill in some more of the background of the wreath. And you want to move each little piece of your greenery around because everything comes kind of flat. So you want to kind of, what I call, kind of wake them up a little bit. And I'm just dipping each stem into my electric skillet, and it's got melted Gorilla Glue sticks. Yes, one of the questions are about my electric skillet or glue pot. I do leave mine on all day if I'm designing. And then at night, I just turn it off. The wax gets hard or the glue gets hard. And then the next day when you turn it on, it just goes right back and it melts. You do not have to replace it or clean it out every day. Okay, we got one piece left. I'm going to put it right over here. Okay, so we've got round 2 of the greenery done, and see how round 2 brings it out because it's a much fuller. And when I put my stems in, I put it more at an angle to where my greenery is going to come out a little bit because I want that movement in the design. I don't want it to be real stiff and hard. Okay, the next one we're going to do, we're going to start adding some florals, and I think I'm going to add this one next. It's got some white, and then it's got some variegated leaves on some of them and solid. So sometimes I don't use the leaves, but I think I'm going to use some of them on this one. Okay, I'm just going all the way around the wreath. And my stems are thick enough that I don't have to use my pick machine, which I like. I try to use my pick machine as least as possible. It's just an added step that I really don't want to have to do. There we go. Okay, there is our third layer. I'm going to add one more piece because I've got one piece left and I don't want to waste it or have to save one piece. And I know several people were thinking in their mind that I've had a hole right there. Okay, next I'm going to do some pink with white. And I got these from Jam Designs from Jen. And what I like about them, it's got all different kinds of flowers in there. So I'm just going to pull apart the stems, which are pretty easy to do, but I got the tag on this one. So we're just going to pull them all apart. And some of these I might have to use my pick machine depending on how thin they are. Okay, we're going to keep this nice and airy and open. And when I show you this side, you're going to be amazed at how far out I'm bringing these flowers. Okay, I'm not going to put any of the pink flowers here because this is where my bow is going to go. But see how far out the flowers go? And they have movement to all of them. I think I'm going to attach my bow here so I can see how full I need it to be on the one side. Now, when you do your bow, you can attach it really anywhere. I'm going to just put mine, I think, here on the side, but you could put it up at the top. You could put it over here on the side. And I'm going to put my bow inside the wreath a little ways. So instead of being out here on the top, I'm actually going to take it in a little bit on the inside. So I'm just feed my zip tie through it. I'm going to tie it tight. And I'm just feeding some of the greens and the flowers through the ribbon, and we're going to add some more. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to add some purple here. I think I got to plug my phone in real quick. I apologize. Okay, sorry, I didn't want my phone to die. I usually check it before I do my videos. So now I'm just adding some of this purple to give it another dimension and kind of fill in some more. Few more pieces of this deep purple, and I did this to bring out that deep purple and blue that's in the ribbon. And on a design like this, you can stop at any time you want based on how full or how big you want your wreath. Okay, now I'm going to come back, and on this one bush that we used that had the pink flowers, I'm going to use some of the white and smaller pink flowers to fill in some spots. filling it nice and full, but it's still, I'm going to show you how much movement we still have in the design. Whoops. Can we stand back just a minute to see? I found one more piece of the white flower, so I'm going to use it. So after I get all this on, what I do is I kind of go back to see if I have some spots where I want a little bit more flower just to kind of peek through, which are typically going to be a smaller flower. So right here I kind of have a dark spot I want to put one in. I have kind of a spot right here that I want to fill it in, and you probably can't see it, but I have one little spot right still in here. Let me cut this a little bit shorter. Whoops. I threw that one away too quick. I had this piece I wanted to use. So if I have a dark spot, what I like to do is, like I said, use a lighter flower to kind of lighten it up a little bit. Glue strings off. Okay, I'm just putting some of the flowers in between the loops on my bow to kind of finish it off. Okay, I have one of these left. I have to use it. Because if not, it'll go in a bin and it may not ever be seen again, and it's too pretty not to use it. Okay guys, I think we're done. So let me show you. Move some of the stuff out of the way, get up close. But my main goal was just to show you how you can take a smaller wreath base. Like I said, we used a 14-inch oval, and it's going to end up being about 24 inches length and about 22 inches on width. Also, the use of just one ribbon in your wreath, a lot of times that's all that you need. So here it is up close, and see how it's nice and full. It's got movement, and I like how you can, I don't know if you see, but you can see some of the grapevine through it, because I don't want to lose the full coloring of the grapevine. I like knowing that this was made on the grapevine. So see, it's got lots of movement still. My flowers still shake. So I hope you enjoyed this design, and especially kind of seeing how just one ribbon can still make a beautiful wreath. So those of you who buy the sign and ribbon bundles, that was what I was trying to explain, that when you get 5 yards of each ribbon, how many wreaths you can make with that if you're just going to use 1 or possibly 2 ribbons with it. Okay, thanks so much for watching. I will be back maybe tomorrow for Fun Day Friday. I'm going to do my best to try to get some stuff done, but I've got a lot of orders to fill, so I really need to get those done for the rest of the day. So take care, and I will see you later. Bye.